So Aaron, must be a satisfying way to kick off the season.
Yeah, look, obviously it was a really good result for the footy club tonight, but yeah, it's only the start of the season, mate, but yeah, happy to get a win. Obviously last year we started a bit differently, but yeah, just a great hit out and obviously on a great venue and exciting times to start the TSL season.
How did you find Zach Webster's first game back at the club after a stint in the AFL?
Yeah, look, obviously Zach was great tonight. His leadership around the ground and his forward pressure was certainly something that stuck out tonight, and he uses the ball really well. So, look, he's just about enjoying his footy, and if we can facilitate that for him, it's yeah, look, I'm sure he's in for a big year.
And Jay Bowden's second half in particular was very good. Are you concerned at all about him easing into the game early on?
No, look, not at all. Obviously our start was a bit sluggish, but the game started to open up and the ball came in quite quick, which gave our forwards, not only Jay, I think Harrison Gunther was quite good, so was Tyler, and obviously Mitch Shields provided a contest, and we had 12 goal kickers. So look, it was probably a bit of a sluggish start, but the game opened up, which provided Jay his opportunity. He's a very skillful player and knows where to be.
Were you surprised by how quickly Hobart came out of the sheds?
Nah, not at all. Obviously there's been a lot of talk about their pre-season and how quick they are, so we knew that was going to be the case, and we just absorbed the pressure and was able to start to settle into the game and play our own footy.
Any areas you think you've got to work on after tonight's shootout?
Yeah, look, there's heaps of areas, which is, you know, that's the exciting part about it. There's always room for improvement, but yeah, look, we'll go back to the drawing board and watch a vision. There's certainly some stuff we can work on, but having said that, there was a lot of things that were really pleasing and a lot of things that we'll go over to show the guys that we want them to continue to do that. And obviously how the forward line opened up and we got the ball in there was certainly one of them.
Is it satisfying starting the season that way after losing so many premiership stars, I guess?
Yeah, look, obviously that keeps coming up and about, yeah. But yeah, you know, those guys did obviously move on. It was just more pleasing that we knew the excitement around the group and the hunger that players want to play senior footy, and the group that was already there, the 15 senior players, premiership players that did play, how they took those guys on during the pre-season and you know, got them up to that part where they want them for communicating and the on-field conversations, and when you got young guys that played their first game that are hitting guys that are senior premiership players between the eyes about where they need to stand or what they need to be doing, that's a really pleasing thing. So look, it was more the environment that we created for those guys to have the opportunity, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of guys in our development league that will also get that throughout the year.
Who in particular stood out for you tonight?
Oh, look, it was a very well-rounded team performance. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but yeah, as a coach, it's a bit tough to sort of, with watching the systems and stuff like that, sometimes you get towards the end of the game and picking the best players is one of the hardest things to do. So I like to watch the vision and then go back and do the best and fairest vote, which is, I'm sure this time there'll be a lot of guys that will put their hand up. But our back six, I thought, was very impressive. There was a lot of pressure around the ball, and you know, we've obviously mentioned some guys that took some catches, and 12 guys kicking goals is really pleasing.
I really thought Harry Pearce was pretty dynamic tonight. It seemed to be, you know, buzzing around the forward line quite a bit. Is he putting a lot of work over the pre-season that, you know, really stepped up to another level, do you think? Yeah, look, Harry's done a great pre-season with the Mariners, and obviously he was one that we got back sort of late notice, but he fits into our system really well. He's a very professional young guy, and you know, pushed him on ball as well. And look, for Harry, he's obviously come back from his injury, just making again enjoying footy and putting his best foot forward, and I think he certainly did that tonight. So it was great to have him back, and he's a good guy, and great to have him around our group.
Is a win like that a bit of a statement that Glenorchy's going nowhere?
I hope we're going somewhere.
I mean, as in nowhere in terms of the top of the table.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Oh, look, no, that's round one, and as I said, you know, it was an exciting, fast-paced game. We got improvement areas, and there's going to be a lot of teams that have also improved. So I guess we'll look to the rest of the TSL round now and to see where guys shape up, and I'm sure we'll see probably after round 6 where we will be, and once we've played, you know, a few other games. But look, just exciting for us that we had a really enthusiastic, young, committed group, and they showed that tonight.